Sierra Scotland 487 receiving, over.
Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I'm at the hospital. The RTA casualty, Emma Groves. She's regained consciousness, but they won't let me near her yet. She's got a couple of cracked ribs and a broken arm, but the nurse says she's very lucky.
No, I don't have that kind of luck.
It's not my fault she got run over, you balmy woman. No, just the person we need to see. I want to talk to you about Emma Groves.
And you are?
Michael Tamlin, I'm her boyfriend.
He's bad news, that's what he is.
OK, Mrs. Groves.
I only found out she was injured when one of the nurses phoned me. Emma works here. Her parents wouldn't have bothered to let me know.
I think they're more concerned about Emma just at present.
They don't think I'm good enough for their precious little daughter. They were hoping she'd fall for some nice young doctor.
When did you last see Emma, Mr. Tamlin?
Last night.
So you weren't around this morning, then?
Well, I would have been normally, but she had to get up early for work. Well, have you pulled her in yet?
Sorry.
That deranged bitch has been threatening to do something like this.
Who are you talking about?
Paula Ryan, my ex-girlfriend. I chucked her for Emma. They were big mates up until then.
And this Paula Ryan threatened to hurt Emma?
Said she was going to make her suffer, but I didn't take it serious. I thought it was just a handbag fight between the girlies, you know. A laugh.
Right, what sort of car does this Paula Ryan drive?
GTI. Grey Golf GTI. I hope she gets nailed to the wall for this. She needs locking up anyway. She's mental.
Sorry to keep you. You said it was about Emma Groves.
Did you know she was in the hospital?
What's wrong with her?
She was knocked down by a car earlier this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you?
Is she badly hurt?
She's not in any danger. Is it true that you fell out with Emma lately?
You could say that. Why?
There's every indication that what happened to Emma wasn't an accident. The car that knocked her over failed to stop. Were you involved, Paula?
Of course I wasn't. She was my best friend for years.
But not anymore. She stole your boyfriend.
That doesn't mean I'd try to harm her.
Where were you around 7:15 this morning?
At my flat in bed.
Alone in the flat?
I'm sorry, I'm not prepared to talk about that here.
Well, in that case, perhaps you'd be prepared to come down to Sunhill and answer some questions there. Oh, by the way, are you the owner of a grey Volkswagen Golf?
Yes.
Is it parked downstairs in the car park?
No, it was stolen.
When?
Last night.
Did you report it stolen?
No,
Why not?
because I know who took it. Michael Tamlin.
So, where's Tamlin now?
Well, they left the hospital, but Tosh and Jim have gone to bring him in.
And did Paula object to being brought in?
As long as our solicitor's present, she's talking to him at the moment.
Susie, any news on the car?
The number's been circulated, sir. No sign of it so far.
DC Woods? Well, well, this is a pleasant surprise.
It's a surprise.
My client is ready to be interviewed. Okay, Paula, the interview's about to begin. Just remember everything I've told you.
You're not under arrest, Paula, but you are under caution. Now, this means you're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you say may be given in evidence. Also, the interview is being recorded. Are you quite clear about that?
And you will mention that Paula is free to leave any time she pleases.
I was about to mention it, Mr. Duke. Interview with Paula Ryan. Time is 10:15 a.m. Officers present, DC Woods and WPC Croft. Also present, Mr. Duke. Right, Paula, I need to ask you, where were you at 7:15 this morning?
Mr. Duke has advised me to be totally honest with you.
Sound advice.
You asked if I was alone in my flat this morning. Well, I wasn't. Someone else was there. A man called Brian Fox. He's married. His wife thinks he was working nights yesterday.
But he was with you. Until when?
He left my place at about 7:30 this morning.
This Brian Fox. Do you know his address, Paula?
No, but then I didn't need to.
Well, perhaps you could check on the information Paula's just given you. If the incident occurred at 6:45 and Paula was in her flat with Brian Fox until 7:30.
Thank you, Mr. Duke. Even the police can do simple arithmetic.
The last time I came across Duke was at the Old Bailey. One of his clients was on trial for armed robbery. We had a very strong case against him, but the key witness went mute.
Nobbled?
Oh, without question, sir, he was involved somehow or other. We all knew it, but we couldn't prove it.
And now he's representing Paula Ryan.
Having him as a solicitor is practically an admission of guilt in itself.
Did Michael Tamlin often borrow your car?
We're talking about him stealing it, not borrowing.
Mr. Duke, you're here to advise your client. Are you going to let her answer the questions?
It's just that I'm a stickler for detail, DC Woods.
I was a soft touch. I let him use my flat, my car, and money because he was always broke.
He's not working.
He can't hold a job down for more than 5 minutes. Got the push from his last one a few weeks ago.
We've been told you made threats against Emma Groves. That you telephoned her a couple of times and told her you were going to make her suffer.
Michael's the expert on making people suffer. I didn't threaten Emma.
So you didn't have it in mind to take revenge on Emma?
I won't get Michael back.
You must have felt betrayed. I mean, Emma was your best friend.
Yes, I did feel betrayed. But I'm not the violent type.
No? Oh. Well, you were arrested after an incident in a nightclub. You got into a fight with another girl.
We call that a spent conviction, trainee investigator Croft.
Anyway, it was years ago when I was 18. I've grown up a bit since then.
Your father has a record of violence.
What are you getting at? That it must be in the genes or something?
It's all right, Mr. Duke. I don't mind answering questions about my dad.
No, Paula. You've broken away from your family. The police can't tie you with that brush.
No one's trying to, Mr. Duke.
Let's get back to the case in question. My client has told you that her car was stolen from outside her apartment this morning, almost certainly by Michael Tamlin. She's also given you the name of someone who can vouch for her whereabouts this morning. What more do you need?
Michael Tamlin? Yeah? It's DC Lyons, DC Carver, Sun Hill. We'd like to ask you a few questions at Sun Hill Police Station. If that's all right with you? Yeah? Thank you.
I heard you'd come down in the world, Jack.
Feel free to call me Mr. Meadows.
Still got a downer on you then. That was always one of your problems. You carry a grudge.
Don't tell me what my problems are, Duke. Not unless you're looking for a problem yourself.
You're still sore because George Linton got off that time. But you must have heard justice caught up with him in the end. He's doing a 12 stretch in the scrubs.
You're lucky you're not there with him.
Jack, it's silly to take it personally.
One species of animal I could never stomach was a bent brief.
And what about bent policemen? How do you feel about them?
Look, let's get the situation clear, shall we? Don't try anything here. Because if I see an opportunity to do you, I won't pass on it.
You evil cow. Your old man will be proud of you.
Go on.
You're trash. Like him.
You all right?
What's he been up to?
Don't start that. I haven't been up to anything.
We just need Mr. Fox to confirm something for us. It won't take a minute.
If you've been at it again...
This way. In there. Now you've got to convinced I've been thieving. But I'm telling you like I told her, I've gone straight. Now what's this in aid of?
I wanted to ask you about Paula Ryan. I understand you're acquainted with her.
Keep your voice down.
Can I ask you when you last saw Paula?
Why? Something happened to her?
No, I just need to know when you last saw her.
It's a bit delicate.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I spent last night at her flat. She thinks I was working.
And what time did you leave her place?
Oh, it's about 7:30. I had to be back here by 10 to 8. That's when I normally get home from work, see?
Did Paula leave the flat at all this morning?
Not while I was there. What do you want to know all this for anyway? Or have they made adultery a criminal offence now?
Thanks for your help, Mr. Fox.
I don't want Dolores knowing about this. I'd rather have her think I was thieving.
I can't remember being knocked down. The last thing I remember is leaving the flat.
Have you any reason to believe Paula Ryan might have been involved?
It's possible. She hates my guts.
Has she ever made any specific threats against you?
A couple of times. She's been in a state. Because of that pig, Michael Tamlin.
Pig? I thought he was your boyfriend.
Until last night. I found out he's been seeing someone else.
He seems to have a knack of stirring things up, this bloke, doesn't he?
I always knew he couldn't be trusted. I just didn't realise how sadistic he is.
He's physically violent.
He humiliates people. That's worse somehow.
OK, so I had a row with Emma last night. What of it?
You didn't tell us before.
Well, there's no reason why I should. Having a row with your girlfriend's hardly anything unusual, is it?
Well, it is unusual when she gets knocked down by a car the next
I don't
day.
think it was me who did it.
According to Emma, she wanted to end the relationship.
You do think it was me?
No, I haven't ventured an opinion.
Don't give me that. I'm being set up.
By Emma. Just about the one certainty in this case is that Emma didn't put herself in hospital.
No, it was Paula who did that.
But Paula's saying her car was taken from outside her flat.
Yeah, well, she's lying. Can't you see she's setting me up?
Oh, she said that you're in the habit of borrowing things from her, you know, money, the car.
So she's been saying, like, I've been living off her or something?
No, she mentioned that you're short of cash and that you've been sacked from your job recently.
I wasn't sacked, I resigned.
Yeah, you resigned from quite a few jobs from what I hear.
So? Doesn't make you a psychopath, does it?
No, but perhaps it makes you resentful against Paula. I mean, after all, she's doing well for herself.
Doing well. Have you seen her lately? She's screwy.
You got a good job.
Yeah, and her father is a villain.
Some men find that hard to cope with, you know, the woman being more successful than them.
Yeah, well, she might have thought she was superior. But I put her straight on that point.
Is that why you treat women so badly? Is it, you know, to prove something?
Wait, you're talking as if I forced her to go with me. But I tell you, after I left her, she was begging me to change my mind. You should read some of the letters she wrote me. She's setting me up. She's setting me up and she's got you believing it. She's devious. They all are.
You get your keys with you, Mr. Tillman.
Keys?
Yeah, your house keys and the like. Do you carry them with you?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Are these the spare set of keys to Paula's car?
I never even realised I still had him. You can't charge me with something I didn't even do!
Sit down, you haven't been charged.
Why won't you listen to me?
Sit down.
This is a nightmare. That bitch wants to see me banged up for a crime I never even committed.
Sit down!
Oh, still no trace of the car, sir. Oh, and I checked with Brian Fox's employers. He cried off sick last night, like he said.
So he could have been with Paula. Maybe she's in the clear after all.
On the other hand, Emma Groves hinted that she and Michael had been provoking Paula in some way. She also reckons that Paula did threaten her. Alan's checking it out.
Oh, Paula, your colleagues told me to find you here. Got a couple more questions.
I haven't seen my dad for 5 years. Sends me money. I just send it back.
You don't miss him?
I don't miss the hassle of living with a criminal. Having people point me out as Jerry Ryan's daughter.
You're jumpy.
Anyway, I figured that just because my dad was a villain didn't mean I had to live in that world.
So you struck out on your own, huh?
I wanted to be independent.
But then you met Michael.
How can you get obsessed with someone you don't even like? Do you understand it?
No. No, I don't.
Me neither. I broke with him once. But he phoned, wanted to talk it over. So I went to the pub where he was. His mates burst out laughing when I walked through the door. He'd had a bet with them. I'd come running when he whistled.
Emma says you did threaten her.
I was half crazy. What they did to me, the two of them, it's like a corkscrew in my guts.
Yeah, but why did you deny trying to threaten her?
It sounded good coming from a villain's daughter.
You weren't driving a car.
No.
There you go, sir. Yes, madam.
I'd like to speak to someone about my husband.
In what connection exactly?
In connection with him being a prat.
Alan, we'll let Michael Tamlin go for the present. He's still crying his eyes out and swearing to God it was Paula.
Yeah, but he can't provide an alibi and she can.
It still seems to me that she's the one with the clearest motive.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering whether she's capable of mowing somebody down in cold blood, you know?
You've gone a bit soft on her, haven't you?
Oh, come on. I'm just saying that.
We're talking hot blood, not cold blood. That's what crimes of passion are all about.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Mrs. Fox.
I wanted to talk to you about Brian. Him and this woman. What's her name? Paula Ryan. He's an idiot. He should never have got involved.
Well, that's really for you and him to sort out.
No, I mean it's all rubbish. He doesn't know her from Adam.
He doesn't know her?
He certainly wasn't with her last night or this morning or whenever it's supposed to be.
Well, he wasn't at work either, we checked.
No, he was at home with me. But this morning he got a phone call about 7:15. After that he started acting all cagey. I just knew something was going on.
Do you know who the phone call was from?
He wouldn't say. But after you left this morning I got the truth out of him. He's being paid to provide this Ryan woman with an alibi.
Find a lager, please.
Drinks all round, is it, Mr. Fox?
Oh, it's you again. So what's the problem this time?
Your presence is required at Sunhill Police Station.
I've already made a statement.
Well, you're being invited to make another statement. A more considered one this time.
Where's that drink?
Come on, eh? There's a good lad.
Sierra Oscar from DC Woods receiving.
Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, I've just left Paula Ryan's work. She didn't go back after lunch. I've got a home address. I'm going to try and see if she's there. Would you let the DCI know?
Present are DCI Meadows and WPC Croft. You chose not to have a solicitor present, Mr. Fox.
Don't need one. I haven't done anything.
I don't think that's the real reason.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. Just because I've got past convictions don't mean to say you can go dragging me out of the pub.
Is it true that in the past your solicitor was Neville Duke?
Yeah, what of it?
It's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? He's also Paula Ryan's solicitor.
Coincidences happen.
They do when Neville Duke's around.
That's why you didn't want a solicitor. He was the last person you wanted to see walking in here, wasn't he?
Only because he's the villain's friend, and I'm not a villain anymore.
So who was it that telephoned you this morning at home, around 7:15? Who was it that was so desperate to speak to you at that hour?
I wasn't at home. I was at Paula Ryan's place.
A young woman was knocked down this morning. She was nearly killed. That was the intention.
It's got nothing to do with me.
It has now. You're an accessory. Was it Neville Duke who phoned you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Was it? Was it Duke with a proposition? And you were hoping to lead a normal life. Well, you can kiss that goodbye, Brian. We're looking at attempted murder here.
If I cooperate, do I get immunity?
Come off it. You're not a supergrass. You're a small-time villain looking at a big-time prison sentence. If you cooperate, it's because you don't have any choice. Duke offered Fox $1,000 to give an alibi and another $1,000 to get rid of Paula's car. He'd get the money back with interest from Paula's old man.
We've only got Fox's word for it. That won't count for much.
But there's a car, sir. It's in a lockup. Now, Duke gave Fox the key. Fox was meant to get rid of it, take it to a breakers, but he hasn't done that yet.
If Duke's got any sense, he won't go near the place.
Well, he might if he's given a little shove.
Meaning?
Right, here's what we do. We get Brian Fox to phone Duke at his office. Say there's been a problem. He can't open the lockup. He's got the wrong key. Now, Duke's bound to have a copy.
You think Duke will fall for that?
Well, it's worth trying. Fox will cooperate. Not with a gladsome heart, but he'll cooperate.
Don't look at us, you Burke.
Lines from Meadows, receiving.
Go ahead, Gov.
What's happening, Tosh?
Not a lot. Give him time.
Maybe he's sussed out what's happened.
He's sharp enough. You know, I heard he was pretty idealistic when he started. Talented. He could have had a good, legit career for himself.
So what happened?
Who knows what happens? Perhaps some people are just bent by nature.
You're nothing, you're slut, you're rubbish, and you'll never be
away!
Get off me! Get off!
Michael Talbot, you're under arrest. Assault, pal.
He's here, Gov.
Right, let's bag him. Neville Duke. Neville Duke, I'm arresting you for conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. You don't have to say anything.
Yes, I'm familiar with the spiel. Although I had no idea you'd go to these lengths to pay off an old score.
Save it. You can make your farewell speech at Sonhill Police Station.
You've set me up. They won't just bust you this time. I'll see to it they bounce you out of the force.
I wouldn't bank on it. You've had a good run, but your luck's run out. Come on. Neville. Silly to take things personally.
I'm afraid you haven't been entirely straight with us, Miss Ryan. I'm going to have to ask you to come with me to Sonhill Police Station.
You should have sent me the video. It's the last straw.
What video?
Read this one next.
I know I shouldn't love you. I shouldn't, but I do. You're under my skin. I can't stop thinking about you, and it's driving me mad. I keep remembering how good everything was in the beginning. Why can't it be like that again, Michael?
Because you're an old hag, darling. You're yesterday.
Don't say that.
Sorry, I forgot she's your best friend.
Found it in my car.
Why do you have to hurt me when
Left
my
it there with a note
only crime was to fall in
saying,
love?
hope you enjoy watching this as much as we enjoyed making it.
Oh, how touching.
Yet even now, after all you've done, I still can't bring myself to let you go. Please get in touch. Please, yours with love and tenderness, Paula.
Been awake all night. Had that spacey feeling you get when you haven't slept. I'd had that feeling for weeks.
Did you have this all planned?
Sat in the car near Emma's place. Knew she left early for work. But I assumed they'd be coming out the house together. It's really Michael that I wanted to hurt.
And when she came out alone?
I was past the stage of knowing anything anymore. I don't think I meant to kill her. But I don't know.
And afterwards?
I was dead calm. I just phoned Neville Duke, who was my dad's solicitor. I knew he'd take care of everything. I thought for once it'd be an advantage having those kind of connections.
It's never an advantage having those kind of connections.
I'm sorry about Emma. I really am.
Michael was nearly charged, you know.
Something, I suppose. At least I made that bastard sweat.